Matt, we got a number of youth from the 10 parish areas, Northeast Louisiana. How can the electrical apprenticeship with y'all here in the Monroe office benefit them?
Well, it gives them the opportunity to get into the workforce pretty much immediately. They come and fill out their paperwork and submit their application through the Electrical Training Alliance, which is me. I connect them with a contractor, and they basically start right away. And they work every week, get paid every week, and if they would like to pursue the apprenticeship program, they can apply for the program, and every September is when the new school year starts.
And so they don't necessarily start in the apprenticeship program. You would start as just a worker, a laborer, a helper.
The title for new employees is construction wireman.
Okay.
And there's a base pay for that. Right now it's $10.41 an hour. But when the apprenticeship starts in September, we'll have an interview for the apprenticeship, and they meet with the board of directors for the apprenticeship program, and then they are selected. They're officially selected into the apprenticeship program. And when they are selected, the only cost to them for the program are the books, and they run about $1,000 a year. But obviously, we have a workforce commission that can help with that if they get qualified for help. And from that, as soon as they become indentured, and this year, the start date for this year is September the 6th. It's the day after Labor Day is pretty much the target date that we shoot for. It's a Tuesday, and classes are on Tuesdays and Thursdays, so it's just a good fit. And they get a raise that day. And right now, first-year apprentices are making over $13 an hour.
And do increases with pay continue throughout the 4 years once you're in?
It's set up on a percentage of what the journeymen make. Journeymen right now are making over $26 an hour, $26.02. $26.03 to be exact. First-year apprentices make 50% of that. That's where the $13 comes from. When they complete their first year, it goes up to 55% their second year, and then it goes up to 62, 72, and then 85. So those are the percentages. The 72 and the 85 both happen their senior year, their fourth year in the program. To progress from one year to the next, I'm going to back up. To complete the entire program, they've got to get 900 classroom hours and 8,000 on-the-job training hours. So the 900 classroom hours break up to 225 hours per year. That's 75 days of class per year. And we do that 2 nights a week on Tuesdays and Thursdays. The OJT work hours break out to basically 40 hours a week on a 52-week schedule. That's about 2,000 hours. So for 4 years, that's 8,000 hours. When they reach those 2 milestones, they become journeyman electricians.
Okay. And as far as why they're in the apprenticeship program, is it all local work or is it out of state?
Mostly, I've got 6 different contractors that are part of the National Electrical Contractors Association.
It's wherever they have jobs.
That's where they have the jobs. And depending on which contractor they are with will depend on where they end up. We do have some guys that predominantly stay local because they're either in commercial or residential. We have guys that do travel if they're in industrial or something like that. But our contractors do go out of state to get work. We have guys in Texas, Arkansas, Mississippi on a regular basis, but the contractors do give them a per diem, and they cover their travel expenses and their room expenses and things like that. And but it's not, for the most part, especially for apprentices, they really try to keep them local so that they can attend class.
So what do you think the future of the electrical union looks like right now in the current crazy environment we're in 2022?
I think it is extremely bright right now for the future of the electrical industry as a whole. In this country, we are retiring 12,000 electricians a month. in this country. It's hard to grasp that number, but you got to think of the nationwide. But we're only replacing them with 6,000. So we're already 50% in the hole.
Yeah.
The auto industry, just as an example, and this is just one example, the auto industry has declared that they will be fully electric by 2030. Not just Ford, not just Chevy, all of them. The entire industry has declared this. So every home, every gas station is going to have to be retrofitted for electrical charging stations. Okay, those aren't hard to install. The magnitude of getting all that installed in a timely fashion so it meets demand is going to be huge.
Yeah.
Also, the infrastructure to support those charging stations. Texas already has issues just supplying their power grid to homes, during the summertime. To be able to provide enough power for all of the United States for cars, on top of everything else, all of that infrastructure is going to have to be built as well. So there's a huge, huge opportunity in this industry right now.
Well, with all that opportunity, you're going to have people interested, obviously. And what's the first thing they should do if they think the electrical apprenticeship might be the right thing for them?
Give me a call. I'm Matt Green. I'm the training director for the Monroe Electrical Training Alliance. My phone number is 318-372-3239. Give me a call. We can set up an appointment to come in and get their paperwork filled out. I can text them all the documents that we need, and we can get them started.